Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
That return backfires on him. Now your offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the same runner's got it again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. The punt team making their way on the field. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Extending the play now. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT team makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a score. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Memphis. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. They get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stopped him short of the first down.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's looking to scramble. And he'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The offense trying to pour it on early here. First down and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Flying for the touchdown on the right side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Nevada's offense retakes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's caught. It's Vega. He makes the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. No huddle now for the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to chuck it again. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Going to try to use his legs here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Crosses the 10. Oh, and the football comes out. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back. 1st and 10. Woo. Catch your breath after that.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down.
That is a close call. Almost brought down inside his own end zone for a safety. He's fortunate to be able to get out of there and avoid the safety.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and long. He drops to throw. Fires it on the move. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown, Memphis. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Vega. Turner one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. That run moves the ball to the 16.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They're going to run it. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it, backed up to his own end zone. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The offense going with the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nevada. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. This will likely be the last play of the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Nevada will kick it off as we start the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. So the head coach accepts the penalty, pushes the offense back a little bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. tailback's got it again. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They'll change the pre-snap look now. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Touchdown, Memphis. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Now rolling out to his left. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The ball is loose. He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway.
Oh, my gosh. The defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Offense facing second and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's running out of time here. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? The 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return. They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And they've got the returner corralled. Nevada's offense retakes the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive. Offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Makes the catch. It's Vega. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw again. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They look to throw it here on second down. He's on the run. Launches deep. And that one's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught in the flat by the running back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. They're going to run the option. Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Spins away from defenders. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Quarterback keeps the football. Quick spin on the run. Touchdown, Memphis. And the beatdown continues. See if they can convert the point after. Look at this. They fake the PAT and try to throw for it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. It's a squib kick being fielded by one of the up men. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return. And a timeout is called here, 10 seconds remaining on the clock. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch, but did not get a foot down. They're signaling incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.